Hey everyone, it's CBK here to bring you another Marvel Spider-Man 2 video, and if you're new to the channel, I pretty much only talk about Marvel Spider-Man 2 here. I cover leaks and rumors, theories, and wishlist videos for Marvel Spider-Man 2. So if that sounds like something you would be interested in, then be sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up with all of the Marvel Spider-Man 2 hype. With that out of the way, let's swing on into today's video. Since the beginning of my channel, I have mentioned probably a dozen times in previous videos that I would love to see a Daredevil team up within Marvel Spider-Man 2. The little Easter eggs were nice in the first game, but I want a real Daredevil experience to happen. Daredevil is one of my favorite Marvel characters, and the Spidey and Daredevil team-ups from the comics or TV shows have always been some of my favorite Marvel team-ups.
Thanks. You saved me.
Actually, I was saving Peter Parker.
Excuse me?
You got that disc, right?
Oh, yeah, right. The disc. This data will clear Parker. Get it to your pal, Matt Murdock.
I'm sure he'll be grateful, as I am, for everything.
Hey, we're even.
Since you and I appear to be on the same team, I should tell you who our real adversary is in all this. His name is Wilson Fisk.
The entrepreneur and philanthropist?
That's all a facade. Fisk is really a devious criminal mastermind who calls himself the Kingpin.
There have been rumblings and rumors in the past about Marvel games working on a Daredevil game, but I'm not sure if there's any validity to those rumors. However, if those rumors are true, then an introduction to Daredevil through Marvel Spider-Man 2 would be a great way to get the character kick-started within this universe. So here's my pitch for why we should introduce Daredevil and how we could do it. First of all, I don't want this game to be hijacked by Daredevil. The story in Marvel Spider-Man 2 is going to be big enough and have a lot of things to cover already without it feeling bloated. If I had my way, I would simply bring in Daredevil for a little side mission. One thing that Spider-Man and Daredevil have in common is that Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin, is one of their biggest rivals. They share a common enemy, so an idea for a side mission is to have Daredevil seek the help of Spider-Man to take down one of the last remaining Fisk locations. Perhaps Fisk has a large warehouse with many layers to it that are continuing Fisk's business or illegal activities. It would be cool to see the dynamic between Daredevil and Spider-Man play out. Maybe Daredevil lets Spider-Man know that he wishes he was the one to take him down, but ultimately he's happy he's in prison. From there, Daredevil and Spider-Man could team up to take out everyone in the warehouse with a mix of stealth and normal combat. I don't need Daredevil to be a playable character, but perhaps there could be a similar mechanic to the one that we saw in the City That Never Sleeps DLC with Black Cat. Spider-Man could simply target the enemies he wants Daredevil to take out with stealth. Together, they could go throughout the different floors of this warehouse taking out enemies and doing some investigative work around the location to see what Wilson Fisk is up to. They could learn that Wilson Fisk has something big planned that could potentially set up his return in a future Spider-Man game or a Daredevil game down the line. Mission accomplished. You've helped out Daredevil, and us fans are blown away. The simplest little mission like this would make fans go crazy, I could guarantee it. Daredevil just makes a lot of sense for a ton of reasons in this universe. First off, Spider-Man and Daredevil obviously both exist within New York City, so it would make sense that the two of them would run into each other every now and then, especially given that the two have that common enemy, Wilson Fisk. And it would be amazing if they set up a future Daredevil game. Insomniac would make the most sense to take on that game, given that Insomniac is so skilled with creating traversal, and they pretty much have all of the groundwork for New York City done. You could simply build a Daredevil game around what you've already created for Spider-Man. It would be a great project for them, and I'd love to see it happen one day. So that's my pitch for introducing Daredevil into Marvel Spider-Man 2. But now let's talk about expectations. I see a lot of people tell me that I give false expectations for Marvel Spider-Man 2, and that people, myself included, will be disappointed because I didn't get the things that I wanted for the game. So I want to address that. The videos I make, like this one, all come with the understanding that my ideas are not likely to happen. The discussions I have here are the same discussions that I have with my friends in real life. Like, wouldn't it be cool to see if this happened, or if the game had this in it? I know that 90% of these ideas aren't going to happen, and ultimately, it is the responsibility of each individual to manage their own expectations. It's not my responsibility to make sure your expectations aren't too high, and it's not your responsibility to make sure that mine aren't. I make these videos as if I'm having discussions with my friends, just theorizing and having fun. These are not demands for the game. I'm not going to dislike the game if they don't have all of these things that I want to see. I hope that some of you guys can see that I'm just having fun with the videos. I just like to get into a discussion with passionate fans, and I love hearing the ideas of other people. And who knows, maybe some of these ideas do make their way over to developers. but that's not the reason I'm here. I'm just here to meet and talk to people about this game that I am so passionate about. And that's all I have to say about that. But thank you guys so much for your support. Doing this channel has been life-changing to me, and I appreciate you all. But that's going to do it for me, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.